Good morning, everyone. It's Lynn Dunn from Stamptastic Designs. Thanks so much for joining me today. So today we are going to play with the new In Color collection. So this is the 2021-2023 In Colors that are coming out next week as part of the new catalog launch. So we're going to play with the new In Colors, and I have two different layouts that I want to share with you. Actually, a total of 10 different cards because we're going to create the same layout in each of the five colors. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. So the cards that I'm featuring today, actually, we are using the new stamp set called Color and Contour. So it has a variety of fun two-step images in it. So that's what we're going to use today. And then there's also a die set that goes along with this particular stamp set. So I'll be using a variety of the different dies from this particular set. And let's see. So the new In Colors are all featured here. So let's see if I can remember them all. So this is Polished Pink and Freesia, I can never pronounce it. Soft Succulent, Pale Papaya, and then Evening Evergreen. So these are really fabulous In Colors. Once you get them, you will be pleasantly surprised because obviously they look a lot better in person than they probably do on video. So I'm going to show you how to make this particular card design. And then I also have a second card design. So we're going to do actually both of them in the polished pink, but these are the two card designs that we're going to make today. And then I'll show you all the different cards and how they look in all five of the colors. And then I'll tell you a little bit about my In Color Club, which is going to be starting up in June. So we'll start with this particular card. So let me grab all my supplies here. So one of the things I like to do with the In Colors every time that I get them is to just create some monochromatic card designs. So we're really just going to use one color. Obviously, I'm adding a white piece here just to kind of make it pop, but we're going to be using just the polished pink to create the entire card. So we're going to start with our card base. This is just your regular size card base. So it's 5.5 by 8.5 and scored in the middle at 4.25. So that's how you create this card base. So the next thing I did, I'm using some of the new designer paper. I should probably show you that quick. Let me grab it here. So I'm using some of the new In Color designer series papers. So it has two different patterns, actually four different patterns. So there's this is one of the patterns, and then the back side is this. And then here's the other pattern. Nice little stripe design. And then the back side is this. So it comes in all five of the colors the designer series paper pack does. So this is the paper that I'm using today. So the first thing I did is just cut a 2 by 5.5 inch piece of designer paper. So if you don't have the new In Colors, you can still use this card design. Just use whatever pattern paper you have on hand. This actually works with any pattern paper and any stamp set. So we'll just adhere that to our card front. And then I cut out one of the fun little scallops using one of the dies from this particular bundle. So I love these little stitched scallops. So this is just, I cut a 1 by 5.5 inch piece of the polished pink cardstock. And then I just laid the die right on top of that piece, kind of right in the middle, and just cut my little scallops. So I love this because it just really accents the card nicely. So we'll add that to the side and see how it just gives it a really nice look. All right, so that's pretty much what the layout of the card is. Now I'm going to go ahead and create our little design. So in this particular bundle, there are some fun rectangular shapes that are stitched and scalloped. So that's fun. Lots of different layering dies in this particular set. So I'm just going to use one of the images from this set, and we're going to do everything in this pink color. I'll stamp this guy right on there, and he just barely fits on here. Now this is a two-step stamp, so it has a fun little color in or solid image. I call it my color in image so that I don't have to color all these. I just have to stamp it. And I like that it's purposefully off center, so you don't have to be extremely perfect about trying to, add the colors. So, all right, so that is our little design there. And then I created this little thank you. Let me find my thing here. So you'll notice on the stamp set, it says that the greeting actually says thank you for everything, but I just took the thank you part, and that's what I'm using on my card. So I'll show you how to do that. So basically, I'm just going to ink up this top part here, this thank you. Let's see if I can move this in line here. So I'm just going to use the edge of my stamp pad. And then we'll just stamp it on a scrap piece of paper. So you don't have to ink up the entire image. You can just ink up the part that you want. And then now I'm just going to cut this so that I have two little words that I can use on my card. So if you don't want to use the entire greeting, if you only want to use a portion of it, just stamp it on a scrap piece of paper, and then you can just cut out the portion that you want, which is exactly what I'm doing here. So nothing fancy. All right, so now we'll bring this back. And I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals to this. And then we'll go ahead and add these to our card. So we'll add this. And then you could just tuck those like that. All right, let's bring our card base back. And we'll go ahead and pop this up. So again, it's a pretty easy design. So like I said, even if you don't have this particular set, you can still create this design or use this design to create some cards with any other set that you have. All right, so we'll put this on here. So that's our focal point. And then the last thing, I'm just going to add this little bit of ribbon, a little bit of baker's twine tied into a little bow. So I'm just going to add that with my little glue dot. And then there's some really fun little ink-colored gems. I don't know if you can really see them. I've used most of them already, but we'll add a couple gems here just to kind of finish this off. There. So that is what the design looks like. So pretty quick and simple, and it's just really pretty. I like, the monochromatic colors. So just all one color with that pop of white just really makes it look awesome. So that's the first card. I'm going to show you the other cards in the other colors. So here, let's see which is the best way to do this here. This is that fresh freesia. I know I'm not pronouncing it right. Soft succulent. And then the pale papaya. And this evergreen, I really like the richness of this evergreen. This is the evening evergreen. It's just so pretty. So I created 5 cards just from that one design, and I used all the different colors. So really cool. Lots of fun. Okay, so let me bring out the other one. So this is the other design that I want to share with you. So again, this is another fun design that you can use with any stamp set or, supplies that you have. All you need is one little focal point. So here I have a little floral image that I'm using, but the rest is just all designer paper. So let me show you how to make this. So for this one, I started with a piece of white cardstock for the base of my card. And then actually, as I was playing around with the in colors, I ended up with a variety of different scrap pieces. So I actually had these 2 scrap pieces, and then I created this one. So I was trying to figure out how to use up these scrap pieces because I like to use them up right away if I can. And so this is the design that I came up with. So I kind of laid these out, and then I cut a piece for the bottom here. So this square piece up here is 2.5 by 2.5 inches. And this is 1 by 3.5 inches. And then this one is 1.5 by 3 3/4 inches. So it made a really nice design. It left me a little spot here for adding my sentiment or my greeting. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere these. So I like to lay them out first so that I have kind of an idea of where they're going to go. Just makes it a little easier, you know, to put everything together. And I'm leaving quite a bit of space in between here. We'll add those pieces. And then we'll add this bottom piece. So whenever you have like little leftover pieces, just kind of play around with laying them out on your card front and see what kind of design you can come up with. And you can always add additional pieces then. So that's a pretty simple design and a great way to use up your scraps. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp my greeting. So this is the part where I want to make sure I get a good image, hopefully. And then I cut another little scallop shape. So this is just 3 3/4 inches long so that it fits across my pattern paper piece on the bottom here. So I just, again, started with a 1 by 3 3/4 inch piece and then just kind of cut it in half using this particular die. So we'll add that. And I've already created my little floral image. So I'm just using one of the flowers from that color and contour set. And it's a 2-step process. So you stamp the outline and then you stamp the color to color it in. So that's that one. And then I'm going to add some, I guess I'll have to use some smaller ones here. Add a couple little gems. And that's it. Pretty cute. And really, really simple. So get out your scrap papers and start making some cute little cards like this. All right, so I'll show you the other ones in the other colors. So here is the soft succulent. And the pale papaya. See if I can fit them all on here. The evening evergreen. And then this one is that fresh freesia. I'm just going to call it purple. It's light purple. So there are the 5 cards that I created with that one design. So I created a total of 10 cards. So I'm just going to move these up a little bit. We'll bring back the other ones so you can see them. We'll lay them all kind of side by side. So here are the other cards. So do they all fit on the screen? Can you guys see them? There you go. So those are the 10 different cards I created. I only had 2 different layouts, but I have 10 fun different cards, and they're all monochromatic. So they're all created with just one color. So just lots of fun. You can get all the details on these cards on my website. So I've linked to my blog in the description with this video. So feel free to go out there and, write down all the measurements if you didn't catch the measurements as I was going along. So you'll find all that information out there. And then I also just want to take a moment to let you know that my In Color Club, this is the 3rd year that I've done or that I'm going to be doing an In Color card making club. So each year I feature the 5 new ink colors that are coming out. I do a little club, card making club with those colors. So this year, of course, I'm featuring these 5 colors. So every month, club members will be receiving just a color package. So I'll feature like a new color each month. So you get all the products. Let's say if June is pale papaya, you'll get all the products associated with this particular color, and you'll be able to make 8 different cards. It'll be 4 cards of each of the, let's see, I'm sorry. It'll be 4 different designs, a total of 8 cards, 2 of each of the 4 different designs. So by the end of the club, you'll have 40 different card ideas. So it's a lot of fun. Everyone really seems to enjoy this club. So if you are interested in the card making club, you can learn more about it by clicking on the link that I've featured below this video. And be sure to RSVP before the end of May because the club will start right away in June. So I will not be able to take additional club members at that time. So, all right. So that's all I wanted to share with everybody. The new catalog launches this week. So I hope you're pretty excited about that. It launches on Tuesday. So you'll be able to see all the new products and new colors, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you again next week. Take care, everybody.